fight against insurgency, National Security Advisor announces the arrest of wanted terrorists. Federal government approved immediate reconstruction of collapsed Mokwa Bridge. Subnational government gives thumbs up to policies of Tinubu administration. Welcome to the late evening news at 11 on NTA News 24. We're reaching you live in Abuja. I am Comfort Fashim. Security forces have captured 2 top Ansaru leaders wanted for deadly attacks, including the 2022 Kuje prison break. National Security Advisor Nuhuru Badu, in a news conference in Abuja, confirmed the arrest of Muhammad Usman, also known as Abu Bara, and Abubakar Abba, also called Malam. Mahmouda, the 2 men were described as the central figures of the Ansaru terrorist network. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Concluded a high-risk intelligence-led.
The Ansaru group, with long-standing links to Al-Qaeda terrorist organization, has been responsible for several high-profile terror operations in Nigeria. Among them, the attack on Kuje Correctional Facility, which freed hundreds of inmates. Abubakar Abba, alias Malam Mahmouda, was not only the supreme leader of the Mahmoud terror group, but also a foreign-trained militant having undergone extremist training in Libya.
The group was first formed in January 2012 with a public declaration in Kano. It emerged as a splinter faction from Boko Haram, positioning itself as a humane alternative. However, its stated aim quickly turned into attacking Nigerian security agencies.
His arrest, alongside Abu Bara, is seen as deflating Ansaru's central command. The fall of Ansaru's leadership represents a critical step in dismantling extremist networks in Nigeria.
The federal government, under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has consistently maintained that Nigeria will indeed be free for all Nigerians. Therefore, what we have witnessed today is another indication of the commitment of not just the president, but all those who are saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that lives and property are protected in this country under the able leadership of the National Security Advisor and all the service chiefs. I have maintained consistently that you do not cede your front pages or your headlines to these terrorist criminals who are trying day and night to make sure that all of us do not find a place to sleep in this country.
Mahmouda terror group has been responsible for terrorizing parts of north-central Nigeria, particularly Boagu in Niger State and parts of Kwara State. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Stakeholders in the Ebonyi State are confidently expressing unrelenting support to the current administration, both at federal and state levels. At a town hall in Abakaleke, residents noted the ongoing infrastructure rebirth in the southeast and informed their position to remain ambassadors of their renewed hope agenda. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
The ambience of a happy people at the Christian Economical Center in Abakaliki made the engagement between the people and the federal government delegation led by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, that of a homecoming. He explained federal government policies and attributed their impact to the judicious implementation of the post-subsidy regime plan that is supporting the state and local governments to fast-track development.
Before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sworn in as president, there is not any serious federal government project here in Ebonyi State. And there are not so many federal government projects scattered around the southeast. Today, from Enugu to Abakaliki, everywhere you follow, all the roads, all the bridges, all the flyovers are being done either by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or what your governors are doing. Now what this tells me is that because the president said he wants to collaborate with these governors, you are having peace and you are having money at the disposal of the state government to continue to deliver dividends of democracy to all of you.
Elated with the infrastructural renaissance in the southeast, Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwefuru promised to sustain efforts in delivering dividends of democracy as a worthy ambassador of the renewed hope.
I am happy that I am the governor at this period. You can see the reason, because I have a man who is the president of this country who believes in building subnationals through their leaders. And that is why this development is ongoing. You can see that Ebonyi has come of age, and we are competing with other states.
Ebonyi State is the fastest growing state in this country. Ebonyi State is the most peaceful state in this country.
In all the 5 states in Ebonyi State, in Southeast, only Ebonyi State, they don't have sit down at home on Monday. Context cannot be governor because we have engaged all of us.
We are happy the way the affairs of the country have been piloted for the past 2 years plus.
Citizens Engagement Initiative is encouraging and expanding the two-way communication strategy and increasing direct feedback on government activities between the people and government. In Abakaliki, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu has approved the release of 16.7 billion naira for the immediate reconstruction of the Mokwa Bridge in Niger State, which was destroyed by flooding in May 2025. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, disclosed this in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital, after a meeting with his colleague, Minister of Works David Umahi. Again, Abdullahi Salihu Gwanara reports.
3 months ago in Makwa, Niger State, a devastating flood occurred that claimed the lives of several persons and displaced hundreds of families. The bridge in Makwa, linking the northern and southern parts of the country, was not also spared. However, efforts by the federal government to ensure the rebuilding process of the affected Makwa Bridge has yielded results.
The president, before he traveled out yesterday, graciously approved the immediate reconstruction of, the Mokwa Bridge, as requested by the Honorable Minister. He graciously approved, because of him. And also he requested himself and NSA the reconstruction of the washed away, 5-span bridge of Wokari in Taraba State, But he's a man that is very fair. And each time he does something, he touches the entire geopolitical zone.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation says the approval underscores the administration's responsiveness to urgent infrastructure needs.
My senatorial district, we want to thank Mr. President, and we want to thank the Honorable Minister of Works. We jointly discussed about this, and we approached Mr. President, and Mr. President graciously approved that bridge. It means a lot for the people of my state. 16.7 billion to reconstruct that Mokwa bridge. It's a 10-span bridge. We want to thank Mr. President, and I feel really very honored. And when we discussed with the president and said this means a lot for us, he quickly appended his signature. And so we feel very happy. The Minister of Works, even though he's from Ebonyi, he was the first set of people that sent people to Mokwa to go and look at what is happening there. And only yesterday, or 2 days ago, Mr. President graciously approved that Mokwa Bridge for our people. We feel very, very honored for that. I know that even our governor will be very, very happy to hear this.
There was reassurance here that the Tinubu administration's infrastructural projects are designed and being executed across the country. In Abakaliki, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
Away from political matters, Vice President Kashim Shettima has commended Zenith Bank for instilling a culture of innovation and integrity into Nigeria's banking system. He made the remark in Lagos during the 35th anniversary of the bank, saying beyond performing excellently in protecting Nigeria's wealth, the bank has also nurtured the nature's dreams.
So as we gather to celebrate Zenith Bank at 35, we are honoring a culture where innovation is instinct, where integrity is non-negotiable, and where service to humanity is as important as service to shareholders. On behalf of the government and people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, may the next 35 years find you still breaking barriers, still setting standards, and still proving that in Nigeria, greatness is not an exception, it's an expectation.
The Vice President attended the bank's anniversary as a proud alumnus of the financial institution, saying while some financial institutions exist mainly to expand their profit margins year after year, there are other banks that write history. Returning officer, Akura Two-State Constituency by-election Professor Emmanuel Eneche announces Musa Yakubu of the APC as winner with 55,000 rather and 73 votes.
Eneche, the returning officer for this constituency election, wish to, as the returning officer for 2025 Okura State Constituency by-election, dated 16th August 2025. The election was contested and the results are as follows. Number one, the name of the candidate is Yakubu Ubede. Part A, votes scored 16. Good. Part M, the name is Amos Ahaba Amos. Votes scored 141. The third person is Musa Hassan Yakubu of APC. The total vote scored 55073. I repeat, 55073. Egena Joseph Ubede, Part M, Part APM. The vote scored 445. I repeat, 445. Then Meriga Godwin. Your light. Meriga Godwin. Okay, of PDP 1038. Relwan Moody of SDP 85. SDP 85. So I wish to declare as follow that Musa Hassan Yakubu of APC, having satisfied the requirement of the law and scored the highest vote of 55072, have been declared as the winner of this election.
In the meantime, Kimpact Development Initiative's observation of the by-elections holding in 12 states shows that the beavers functioned effectively in the majority of polling units observed. The Election Observer Group, in a preliminary statement, commended INEC for these improvements in the electoral process. It emphasized that only a negligible number of polling units reported minor malfunctions, mostly linked to network challenges.
calling on now to let the results reflect the will of the people. The issue of the judiciary is still should not still be a concern for now. And at the same time, if the results reflect the will of the people, you will find out that the judiciary will have no job to do. And that is what we want to see, that it will get to a point that, look, the election will be so credible that nobody needs to go to court.
A time now for a break. More reports when we return.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Celebrating a quarter century of excellence, empowerment and dream fulfilled 25 years after graduating from Federal Government College, Girls College, Azauri, the class of 2000 gathered to mark this milestone, reminiscing about their time in school and sharing memories that shaped their lives. Shehu Muhammad Dati takes us through the highlights of this memorable reunion.
It was a celebration of the alumni's achievements, capturing the spirit of joy as the college commemorates 25 years of empowering girls through education. Over the years, the class of 2000 has not only made a positive impact on their alma mater through project sponsorship, but also mentored and assisted their younger peers.
As you celebrate 25 years of this great set, remember your legacy is not in breaking ceilings, but in building floors strong enough for the next generation to stand on without breaking themselves in the process.
Because right from the onset, we've groomed ourselves to be one. We are a very, very united state, and that is what we have come to showcase at this 25th anniversary.
Looking ahead, the alumni plans to launch even more impactful projects for the college, while fondly reminiscing about their favorite memories from school days.
It's amazing the way the school have been able to put us together. So we want each and everyone to continue in that unity, in that love, and above all, to be able to reach out.
We went to the school, we shared projects to the students before coming to this anniversary today. Then some of our mates that are in need, we gave them, like 11 of them, we gave them 100,000 naira each.
Fair Gammon Girls College, Kazauri, has made significant contributions to the local community and beyond through education, mentorship, and outreach programs. In Abuja, Shehu Muhammad Dati, NTA News.
The Forum of State Chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, has issued a warning to individuals impersonating its national executive, declaring any parallel leadership activities illegal and threatening legal actions against those involved. Rising from a meeting held in Ibadan, Oyo State, the 36 state chairmen and their FCT counterparts reaffirmed the Ambassador Sukubo Sarah Igbe Sukubo-led national executive as the only constitutionally recognized leadership of the council, dismissing a purported national management meeting convened by supposed imposters as null, void, and aimed at destabilizing the youth constituency for financial gains. In a communique read by the chairman of the forum, who doubles as the Oyo State's chairman of NYCN, Abdul Salam Abdul Qadir, the forum declared as illegal, null and void a purported national management meeting called by some imposters. The forum clarified that only the Ambassador Sukubo Saraigbe, Sukubo-led National Executive of NYCN, is empowered by its constitution to call for national management meeting. The communique therefore accused the imposters of deliberately undermining the authority and legitimacy of the Ambassador Sukubo-led National Executive for financial gains, and also to create confusion within the youth constituency. Let's take a recap of our stories again. Fight against insurgency. National Security Advisor announces arrests of wanted terrorists. A federal government approves immediate reconstruction of collapsed Mokwa Bridge. Subnational governments give thumbs up to policies of Tinubu administration.
This is NTA News 24.
Despite decades of alleged marginalization, Nigerian women are steadily rewriting their history. Bridging the gap between potential and opportunity, the Women of Great Minds Initiative, WOGRAM, is creating platforms for empowerment and leadership for women at all levels. This was the focus of discourse at the 8th Founders Day held in Abuja. Adalbi Obiechina tells us more.
In years past, women were purportedly often classified as gender with little or no relevance in the society. However, with education, exposure, and sensitization, the realities has begun to change. Women are now occupying key positions that were once reserved for men. Although much has been achieved, more still needs to be done, especially for women in the rural areas. The Women of Great Mind Initiative, WOGRAM, for the past 8 years, has been championing the cause of liberating and empowering women, not to compete with men, but to complement their efforts in building a better society.
A woman that really wants to break the barrier can still do it. But you have to show that you have what to offer.
So we always start from what is already in place and then look at how can we use what is in place now to pull out and break the barriers for those ones who still need, to come up.
It is time for women to speak for themselves and be heard, as the world is in need of problem solvers and skilled personnel.
We give the women a chance to also, help us and manifest all the things that are inside them, which we believe would also take us to a higher level.
This is enough reason for me, and I think for everyone, to take action to create a better society where there are no barriers for girls to get educated.
Among the awardees was the late Tejas Jackson Udo, husband of the founder, recognized for his support and commitment to the birth of the initiative.
Very big congratulations on behalf of WOGRAM and the many days we are collecting on behalf of them.
WOGRAM is committed to raising women who understand the power within them to transform the society. Adobe Obiechina, NTA News.
Youth in Nigeria, particularly members of the Youth of St. Malumba in the Catholic Church, have been advised to take proactive steps towards safeguarding their mental health by avoiding unnecessary stress, seeking peace in all situations, and using technology, especially artificial intelligence, as a tool for positive impact. This admonition was given by the Assistant Parish Priest of Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Maitama, Abuja, Reverend Father Paul Maaji, during a recent youth engagement in Abuja. Thomas Ogbetere reports.
The annual retreat of the youths of St. Mulumba began with a solemn Catholic Mass celebrated by Reverend Father Paul Maji, Assistant Parish Priest of the Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Meitama. In his message, Father Maji emphasized the importance of self-care, mental wellness, in today's fast-paced and often overwhelming world. He urged the young participants to remain spiritually grounded while being courteous of the growing negative influence of social media. He advised them to shun online toxicity and instead focus on building meaningful and impactful digital footprints in Christ, using their talents and time on social media for God's glory and personal growth.
If we make good use of the AI, it helps us to know more about our culture, more about our religion. And most of the times, when you pick the AI and just type any verse in the Bible, they'll give the verse and even within the context, what is the verse saying?
Young people to use it for positivity, such as content creation, generation of images, videos, and they can use this for marketing adverts.
A worthy night of St. Mulumba and other participants said the event was timely and essential in training the youths who are the leaders of tomorrow on how to responsibly use social media and artificial intelligence.
Inculcate in them those values that will improve and increase their faith, and at the same time balance the relationship with technology.
To let the youths know that they can use AI for more positive things,
so that we'll know how to go deep into our Bible.
She can use AI, translate the Bible into different versions.
The retreat, with the theme Finding Peace in Faith and Technology, featured sections on spiritual growth, mental health, digital literacy, and responsible use of technology, all aimed at equipping Catholic youths of St. Mulumba to become beacons of light in their communities. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
That concludes the news. Thanks for being a part of it. I am Comfort Fashion.
The morning news. The federal government is strategizing.
Hello and welcome to the news at 10 on NTA News.